TheJohnJohnsonShow.com.
I gotta be honest about myself, though. I'm pretty lazy. I'm a pretty bad procrastinator. Yeah. But today I was gonna go to the gym, and then I was like, wait a second. If I wait long enough, I won't have enough time. Right. I was procrastinating on 2 websites, CNN.com, obviously a news site, also on youporn.com, which is a social network. I noticed both of these sites a lot of user comments, but the comments on CNN are actually less intelligent than the comments on YouPorn. Because on YouPorn, the comments will be like, I'd fuck her, or she has nice tits. Whereas on CNN.com, people never stay on topic. If CNN readers were on YouPorn, the comments would be like, you know what's really going to fuck that MILF? Social Security. What they're doing to her is the same thing Obamacare is doing to the American dream. There'd be one guy like, this is all a conspiracy. Someone else like, this never would have happened if she had a gun. I read there's a team of people at YouTube whose only job it is to reject all of the pornography that people submit. And it makes me wonder if there's a team of people at YouPorn whose job it is to screen out cat videos. That would be my dream job. Decided. I don't like the conspiracy theories, though. That's kind of my pet peeve. I don't believe in them, primarily because I just don't think our government is that good at stuff. Like, really? You think they could cover up 9/11, but not the deficit? Like, one involves a massive global conspiracy. The other one involves changing the numbers they give us. Like, cover up 9/11, sure, but abuse the honor system. Let's be realistic. I'm at the point, honestly, I feel like we should just cover up more shit. We're in Iraq for 10 years looking for weapons of mass destruction, never found them. That's unacceptable. We have weapons of mass destruction. We could have just left some there and said we found them. I mean, maybe if we'd taken some of that anthrax that was getting mailed around and sprinkled it in Saddam Hussein's bunker like the LAPD, I wouldn't have to sew a Canadian flag in my backpack before I go to Europe. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. I think it's a testament to how divided our country is that people believe conspiracy theories from their side of the political spectrum before they'll believe moderate arguments from the other side. Because most of my friends are pretty liberal, and if I'm like, hey, I just think we need to reduce Social Security benefits in order to keep it solvent for the long term. Like, you crazy conservative. But if I'm like, hey man, I think Dick Cheney was behind 9/11, they're like, I know. I have a lot of conservative members in my family, and if I'm like, hey, I just think we need to raise taxes on the top 1% in order to avoid education cuts across the board, they're like, you just don't get it. But if I'm like, hey, I think Obama is Osama, they're like, you got my email. Pretty crazy. Crazy. I don't know, my brother's pretty conservative. He offered to buy me a gun for my birthday. Personally, I don't feel like I should own a gun, because I'm one of the quiet ones. He always uses the NRA, like, bumper sticker arguments. He'll be like, people didn't use guns, they just used knives. Which makes sense, because so often you hear about someone climbing up a clock tower with a bucket of knives. Going down at people. He used to say, oh, I need my guns for home defense. Not making this up. 2 months ago, his house got robbed. Guess what they took? It's amazing I don't even need to finish that sentence. It's like, if guns are outlawed, only outlaws will have guns. I'm like, well, if guns were outlawed, outlaws wouldn't have your guns. Because you would have bought a security system instead.
TheJohnJohnsonShow.com.